because we always get those girls for hire or whatever watching, so I don't know why every time I put on, probably within 10 minutes, I get that show up on my stream. So it's like, what the heck?
I think they're finding it through your browsing history. Something you should tell us, Brad.
There you go, yes. Considering it's going through the PlayStation, I have a hard time believing that.
Oh, alright. I'll never mind that. I'm out of ideas.
The PlayStation has a web browser too.
But you know what, Tracy? It's too bloody long going through the square triangle to put it in.
Yes. It's so annoying.
It's okay, your secret is taken.
And now the stream.
I know the live stream now, yes.
Yeah.
Oops.
Tonight's race, Brad, how many more left?
Well, tonight's race, we actually have Chris and Jeff, Steve and Tracy, and then the winner of those will race each other, and then the winner of that race is Preston. So we literally have 3 races. And I'm hoping that with Chris and Jeff will be racing tomorrow, and maybe we can get the rest of it done tomorrow if Steve or Tracy are around.
I'll be around either way, but
okay.
So I'm good.
Okay.
We'll see if I make
it. Honestly, you know what, Steve, for you, it honestly doesn't matter, because if you happen to lose tonight, then it doesn't matter because you're going away and everybody's here to get it finished anyway this week. But if you win and tomorrow, then great. So
yeah.
So either way, it'll be fine. So
now, if he doesn't make it, does that mean I can come back?
Pardon? No, that's how it is. So the only one who doesn't get 2 losses now is Preston, because he's already in the final. So everybody else was guaranteed 2 losses before they were out. Yes.
He works wonders with them thumbs, I know it.
Bionic thumbs.
Alright, I'm gonna go in.
Did you win?
Oh yeah. 825,000.
It's a stupid question.
17 minutes.
What race are you doing for that kind of coin?
Tokyo Expressway.
Oh, with the Tomahawk. And it's the Tomahawk chop. Hack. What do they call that? Tomahawk hack.
Barry got, he did it 15.5. 15.5 minutes. Kind of got a thing going where we're trying to beat each other's fastest laps and fastest overall time.
That's crazy.
We're doing our lap in 1 minute 10 so far. On that track, dude, that's crazy.
Alrighty. Once Preston's in here, we'll start the race.
There he be at.
Bees.
Let me know when you can spectate, okay, Preston? Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, Teddy, I
Yeah.
wish you luck.
Oh.
Alright. I'm in. Hit it.
Alright, have a good race, guys. Starting
Thank
it.
Oh, wait a minute, I'm not on track.
I'm still in the middle of prayer. Hold on.
Welcome everybody to GTCA. This is race number 28 between Tracy and Steve. Winner of this goes on. The loser is now eliminated from the series. And we're off.
Start by Tracy.
Yeah, it shows you how fast that car that Steve's running, eh? And he just pulls away on that first straightaway. As they head up into the first 90, head up into the S corners. Steve is ahead right now with a 0.7 second lead. But as always, though this race is important, it's the second race that sets everything. And Tracy manages to hold that.
I think they turned his car into a rear-wheel drive.
Coming into the first 90 and into the second 90, up on the tunnel roll, and they will take that clean, and there's a 2.6 second gap as they head up into the tunnels and down to the first hairpin of this lap. Steve's taking the hairpin, and he takes that very, very clean. Tracy's right behind him, and again he takes that clean as they head up into the front straightaway and up the hill. Heading up into the S corners, the gap is now at 3.8 seconds. As Tracy's trying to bring it back. Car sliding out a little bit on the corners on him.
She doesn't stick no more.
Steve goes into the last 90 and up in the tunnel roll. And Tracy's behind him as well, as they both head up in the tunnel roll here, up to the hairpin for the second lap here. The 5-second gap right now. Steve's coming down into the hairpin. Ooh, he slides out a little bit there. He manages to hold on. And Tracy goes a hair wide, but again manages to hold on as well, as they're both coming up into the front straightaway. Steve's got a 5.6 second lap. As they head down into the first corner, the gap opened up to almost 6 seconds as Steve heads into the S corners, and Tracy's coming up into the S corners now as well. Steve exits the S corners and into the first line. And he takes that clean. And the second 90 heading up in the tunnel roll here. And he takes that clean as well. Tracy's heading into the second 90 now. as he makes his way up in the tunnel roll. Trying to pull back some time. Exiting Steve as we're coming up to the final hairpin of this race. Takes that lead, and Tracy's coming up into the final hairpin as well. And again, goes slightly wide, but manages to hold on to it.
I'd love to see some 34s back out of this car.
Alright
Good
guys,
race,
go back onto the track and run a few laps. Cone, obviously I need you to be faster, and then I will give you guys the time here.
Good race, guys.
Yeah.
My hand slipped off the accelerator there.
Is your wheel still messed up?
No. Just for this one, I ain't trying to risk it with the wheel, and you know, I don't be able to compete well.
Are you not consistent with the wheel yet?
No. I gotta get back used to it.
I'm getting to the point where I can't. I'm not as consistent with the controller.
So it works out to a 6.286 seconds, which is a 6-second gap. 6 seconds.
That's work cut out for me.
So once you guys done a couple laps, we'll start the second race here.
On the side's better. Unfortunately, that doesn't sound bad. Definitely like the better though. Sounds good.
That P-Tech.
Still kick in with there.
I felt the kick in. He's half corner behind me.
Alright guys, we'll start the second race here.
Okie dokie.
So remember, you have a 6-second difference there, Steve.
Alright. None of that yawning, Ward.
Yeah, all but tired. We had a tree cut down in our front yard and we've been trying to pick it up and get it piled up in the road. I'm too old for that crap now.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah,
So
good
we're
luck.
about to start here, and Tracy has a 6-second head start. As Gold sits and waits for 6 seconds before he's allowed to go. And he's off at 7.5 seconds. Giving a little bit more of a head start.
Damn car wouldn't go. Release the brake, it wouldn't go.
The beat sector's kicking you back.
Exactly what it did.
As they head up into the S corners, it's a 6.2 second lead right now for Tracy. As Steve tries to pull him back, goes a little bit crazy there on his car, sliding on him slightly, but he's fighting to come back. As Tracy heads into the first 90 and into the second 90 here, heading up in the tunnel roll. Gaps 5.6 seconds as Steve heads up in the tunnel roll now as well. As they come down to the first hairpin. Tracy takes that fairly clean. As Steve comes down in, he takes that clean as well, so head up into the front straightaway for the first lap here. And Tracy's maintaining a 4.9 second lead at the moment. He puts that on 144.7 that first lap. Steve a 149.3 as they're coming into this first corner. And up into the S corners, it's now 4.6 second difference. Steve's fighting to bring him back. Said he slides a little bit on the S corners there, just before the tunnel. And Steve's right behind him. 4 seconds back as they're heading into the first 90 and into the second 90. 3.5 seconds as they head up in the tunnel roll here. And Teddy's now visible from Steve's car as it's under 3 seconds as they come down into the hairpin here of the second lap. Tracy takes that clean. Cole's right behind him. He takes that clean. 3 second gap as they head up into the front straightaway of the second lap. The line, it's a 2.7 lead as they head into the first corner, up for the S corners. They're both pushing hard. Tracy trying to remain as ahead. Steve trying to pull him back again. Coming into the first 90. 2 second gap as they head into the second 90 here. And it's down to 1.5 seconds as they head up into tunnel roll. Steve's pushing hard, trying to bring back this gap as he's slowly creeping up on Tracy as they head down to the hairpin. A 0.7 second gap now. And it's going to come down to this hairpin and the last straightaway here. Tracy goes a hair wide, and Cole's right behind him as they head up into the final straight to the start
Good race,
finish
Eddie.
line here. And it's gonna be a good finish, guys. That was really close, guys.
That was close.
Good race. Good race.
Good race,
Good
too.
race.
Yeah, good
Oh,
race.
oh.
I think if your car had launched correctly, it would have been the other way around.
Yeah, it sat there. I released the brake and the car sat there.
Yeah.
Just literally for like 2 seconds sat there. I'm like, what the fuck?
There was a second or so delay there.
Yep.
The power of the white tools.